Cahé.
Welcome.
Oh, nice.
Episode number 2 of Vibes
and
Cahé.
Cahé.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, we got a little handle.
Oh, and the handle.
Do you get pinky up when you drink coffee or no?
Nah, that's
No?
not me. I'm all hands on.
Might get a pinky down then.
So where are we today, Cahé? Like, some would think maybe we're at the grounds of Alexandria or something.
Oh, no. We're
are we?
actually at Urbano. Make their own coffee. Nice roasters. Around the corner from our Homebush clinic.
Yeah, about what, 5 minutes? And yeah, Coach, we've actually had some people just call in and ask us why we're wearing the same shirt. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we're vibing, right? And if I'm vibing, you got to be vibing.
Oh, there you go, vibing
And
together.
if you're vibing, I'm vibing. So let's fucking vibe together, matching.
But people are asking, like, did we call each other up before we put these shirts on this morning?
Incorrect. That was a
Just a mutual decision that happened.
When you have that,
It's just that
telepathy, you can't
what is
can't
it?
buy that shit.
Telepathy?
Telepathy, that's the word.
like
Hey,
that.
that's good. I've had
That's-
enough coffees to remember the word.
That's the word of the day.
Bang, mate.
All right, so obviously this is episode 2, Cugino. Last week we went through, some of our values and when we open Vibe. Tell us a little bit more about today. What's
So I want to talk about a bit more about the staff, what we've done in terms of hiring, why we've hired, how we've hired, and yeah, I guess exactly the direction of Vibe.
yeah. So on that point, who do we hire?
So
And yeah, tell us a little bit more about.
I'll get into a
each
bit of So pretty much back in the last year, we started realizing we were getting a little strapped for time. We organised a 3-hour meeting once a fortnight and couldn't really get through half our tasks. So I think it was obvious that we needed to hire someone. And unfortunately, or fortunately, we had 3 unbelievable human beings who we couldn't not hire, because if we lost them, it would be a terrible loss for us.
So yeah, we started with myself, you, and Rose.
Yeah.
So Rose, my wife. Got pretty busy. Pretty
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
All did quite well. And
Yeah.
then it got to a point where we're like, all right, what's the next phase?
Yeah. So our reasoning was essentially that each of us, if we were working by ourselves, would be at a point where we need to hire someone else to help us out. So we said, you know what? Let's take the risk on. Let's hire 3 new staff who we knew very well. They're very good humans. They've been training with us for a very long time, so we know their quality is elite. So it was a calculated risk that so far has been unbelievable.
And you keep reiterating the point there about the good humans. Well, tell us a little bit more about that. So who we brought on?
So we brought on Sebastian, chiropractor, very large arms, very small calves, a little top heavy, but unbelievable chiropractor.
Struggles to peep over fences.
Yeah, he can't get on his tippy toes. The calves just don't work very well like that. Then we've got Bianca, who...
So tell us a bit about Bianca. Why did we hire Bianca?
Bianca was the person who we didn't think we were going to hire.
That's just being honest, and not because of her.
No, it was just because...
Purely because of us and where we were in our journey.
We met Bianca at a time where we weren't paying ourselves a wage yet.
Very honest with her too.
Yeah, we already had, I guess, people reaching out to us saying they wanted to come work with us, and we didn't think we could hire anyone. But we said we can happily work with you and see where we get to by the end of the year if we can try and
Offer
make
us
something work. Yeah.
And if it didn't, hopefully by the end of that little internship.
And that came from your intuition when you met her at Queensland, was it?
Yeah, the Sports Chiro Symposium. Yeah, that's right. So,
So she's been, unreal. Great pickup. And the last one is Marie.
B's a chiropractor.
B's a chiropractor as well, yep. And then we've hired Marie as a physio. She's our
Bago
HR. Yeah, Bago Riri. Back in the day, she wasn't sure she wanted to be a physio or a bus driver, but we converted her to physio. And
Probably the most rogue banter out of everyone.
Yeah, she's a savage.
She's our HR manager. Not sure how she got that
reason,
role.
Yeah. I think it's for that reason. Just to keep everyone in alignment in case people try and veer left.
Yeah, that's right. And they all bring, I don't know, just something a bit different, but almost add on as a collective.
Yeah, they match the vibe energy. That's for sure. They bring energy, and it's all a slightly different energy, but it's unreal for the cohesion of what we like to call the enclosure that our clinic is. It's more of a
enclosure or zoo?
Yeah, it's a zoo enclosure. when you go watch the chimpanzees at the Taronga, that's what you're seeing in the clinic.
Right,
but
especially when there's multiple of us at one time. It's pretty
coupled
crazy.
with good health.
Well, that's the main thing.
That's right. That's the health and performance.
That's right.
And the vibe. You got to have the right balance of the
Vibe,
three.
health, and
performance.
Yeah, that's right.
So as we were saying, so we've obviously brought on 3 unbelievable human beings with the knowledge that we can make any person a great practitioner if you give us the clay.
Willing,
and they're extremely willing, and they've already learned and done a lot of growing throughout their uni, and when they were with us before, and now that they've graduated, they're unreal.
And on speaking on behalf of us too, we've been in leadership roles before, but maybe not to this extent. Coming into Vibe and opening our own clinic and having staff be under us and so forth, I think it's been pretty incredible. But it's also put us out of our comfort zone where we've learned to grow and take feedback on. And for me personally, like the leadership side of things, I've loved it. I don't know about yourself as well. Like trying to help and guide in some ways, and it's been unreal.
Yeah, a little bit less on the tools and more on the brains, I guess. But and the beauty of
some brains.
Yeah, sorry, not
brains.
Not many brain cells in there, but they're fighting each other to try and get some output.
Well, this is the head of physiotherapy over here.
And he's the head of everything else, with every master's degree in Sydney. But so pretty much what we've done this year is we've taken on a few more clubs.
Yep.
We had a few clubs reaching out to us last year, and we were sort of baffled as to how we could possibly take them all
How
on.
could we man it?
Yeah, so bringing on the 3 guys has allowed us to eat what was on the plate, I guess.
Yep.
And not bite off more than we can chew. You like the little analogy? Not bad.
Yeah, and there was a few clubs that we had to actually push back on, not because we didn't want to take them on. It was just a little bit tricky at that point in time, but we know they'll come back around. And
and hopefully next year when we look at what the next progression is, if there's more coming around, then we'll continue to grow the team to be able to supply and demand, I guess.
Yeah, so currently we've got Bianca, B and Marie, Rose and myself at Blacktown doing a bit of work in the sideline for the club there. It's been unreal. Yourself and Rose with netball. Yeah,
we do Penrith Panthers netball. We have Bianca covering Granville Rage first grade training on Tuesdays. And Sebastian does Bankstown United first grade. Yep. And we've got a couple more students coming through who cover some youth teams as well. Connie's unreal, Gordon, and then a lot of guys who substitute in and stuff. So
and that leads to our next point of like we want to go forward, hopefully take on a few more clubs and those younger clinicians that want to work with us and hopefully show the right personality. Maybe one day if we have a role for them.
It's an extended trial run pretty much. So exactly. These guys show the right attitude and application. We look to teach guys and bring them on board if they look the goods. Pretty simple. So far so good. So we'll see how these guys progress.
Hopefully my boys Blacktown
avoid relegation. That's a good goal.
Run on the weekend, 2 in a row, mate. You're only as good as your last game.
Last 2 games, actually, they say.
Last 2 games,
no goals against as well. Big defensive effort.
Massive defensive effort.
Mate,
shout out to the lads.
Shout out to their sports Cairo. But I think we'll conclude with that, shall we?
That's episode 2 done.
Keep vibing.